LX Creator。如果你来到里斯本旅游，或者打算搬到这里生活，Creator 和 Santos 这两个区域就一定会是你经常到的地方。这两个区域的商业氛围已经非常好了，著名的 Time Out Market 也坐落在这里，以至于现在已经是寸土寸金，也是游客爱扎堆的地方。这里遍布着大大小小有意思的独立品牌店铺，还有很多很多的有调调餐饮的酒吧呀、早午餐、下午茶、咖啡厅、共享办公等等等等。尤其是从 Creator 步行到 Santos 的这条主街 Rua de Boa Vista， 在这条街的身后，我有一个好朋友，他经营着一家不大的小店，你可以把它认为是一家红酒店，也可以把它认为是一个农副产品店。但在我看来，它到底是什么并不重要，重要的是这里坚持着一个生活的信念，它叫人与土壤。
Hello, my name is Rita, and I am the owner and creator of Comida Independente.
I'm very curious about your store.
So Comida, it's a shop and wine bar. Only sources from small farmers, winemakers and artisan makers for cheese and charcuteries. It is also a place where we host and develop a community of like-minded people interested in this sort of products.
Everything is carefully curated and selected for farmers' products.
At some point we wrote a manifesto. In a sense, we wanted really to establish what were the boundaries of what we're looking for. Because it's not an organic shop, it's not about Portuguese products. It is a philosophy of treating the land. It's about what you get when you do a product with your hands, and something which is really special and unique. I've started by reading some articles. I visited producers all across the country, and perhaps because we're a small country where everyone knows each other. Right. In fact, part of the referrals I got were from the producers that knew other producers, and also from chefs. Initial idea for this project, it's more perhaps even a political one. I don't want to make it too far-fetched, but it is more about how we treat the land, how we organize ourselves socially to bring the products from the source to the city, connecting these two worlds, which I find really powerful. There is a philosophy behind.
It's not luxury, but it's about quality.
It's about quality and also people sharing a view of the world.
You care very much about sustainability and also not wasting our food and using source. Is very back to human. And what is our relationship with soil? And I'm curious, what do you do before?
I used to work in a completely different field, 22 years for a corporate environment, technology.
So office job.
Yeah. Absolutely, office jobs and lots of traveling.
What made you change to open shop?
I've always loved to have a good time with good food and wine, and that didn't change. New chapters that you really want to experience.
Before you open the store, do you already have a vision that what kind of shop that I wanted to do?
Well, I did, and I didn't. I did in the sense I had an ambition of how I would framing of the project, and that didn't change. What I was telling you before, we had much fewer tables before, and because people were so interested on staying here with us, we slightly changed.
You're growing with the customers
exactly.
As well. And so you went through COVID as well. But at the same time, you are also organizing a farmer market during the weekend.
Exactly.
And could you tell me something about that?
Well, remember there were several stages and lockdowns.
Yes.
So after the first lockdown, we couldn't perform this kind of operation anymore. So I thought to make something really easy. I went to our municipality office and I proposed to make the farmers market during the COVID lockdown.
Right.
In the end, it was around 30 farms, very lavish, I was going to say. It was also a point where all these great products were available, but people could also meet and see each other.
So you're doing a hospitality business, so we're facing to deal with customer day-to-day base. How do you keep your principle for Comida Independente?
I think that the fact we are a little bit hidden and people, it took time, so it was really hard at the beginning because we would be sitting here in the shop with no one coming, and it's really scary. Slowly people started finding out that we were here, and now when they come, they really come because they want to meet us somehow. Then I'm also lucky with the team because they are really young and energetic.
So you never thought about to expand or open more shops?
Well, we had an experience. We are not planning. Our ambition is not to have 20 comidas. I think we will find ways to keep
continue
growing,
grow with the customers,
but not necessarily growing in scale. More growing with the different projects that can be complementary to these.
You are Portuguese, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Now you see that there are so many aspects that come here. It's become a very international driven city now. I believe there's a lot of aspects that wants to come here. So as already a shop owner and also a local, do you have any suggestion or advice for a new aspect entrepreneurs?
Lisbon is really facing a very dramatic transformation. We have all seen elsewhere the dangers of gentrification.
Yes.
It's important that people gather around these common principles and ideas more than around nationalities.
Yeah.
In fact, I find myself being a customer in many of these businesses, and I think it really raised the bar in terms of
it's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And also it's more diverse. It can be even more, to be honest. Again, it's a very political view, but if it's just the big restaurant chains that really take over and, you know, they suck all the creative energy of the places, then it's not interesting anymore. In this kind of business, I find much more interesting when you have a network, like a fabric. As I told you, I think it's a much more powerful connector than nationalities.
Cheers.
Cheers.